Alright, we should be good now. Okay. Excellent collection. Oh shit, hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. But yeah, I know you said if you want to start out with a puppy, are you thinking about like puppy like you gotta feed it milk and stuff, or are you talking about just puppy like it's finished past that stage, like it's just kind of playful at this point? It can you can give it food and
Um,
water and it's good to go.
I don't know. Because I thought about it. Um, like like you could say you some people don't want to like do the younger babier stages, but I feel like I would want that unless it was a situation where um like say like I'm working and it's like too demanding to like maybe like how like say you're a teacher and like hey in the summer you're okay so maybe like summer you start getting the puppy so that way you wouldn't have, like something like that like it depends on how much demand it would be honestly because I know it would be demanding but it depends something where I wouldn't be able to leave the puppy alone and I'm living by myself, that would be an issue. But then I thought about it. I was like, I do want to potentially have a job where maybe I could remote or something potentially. So I was like, well, if I have a remote job, I'll be anywhere. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, that could be something. You know,
I
or at
mean,
least that's what I was thinking.
let me see. I think me personally, I'd probably just start with like but how do you say it? Early puppy stage, not the milk part, because I think um babies in general can have many complications when, they are just, needing that milk and then they're needing like all these things and you don't know what's going to happen because one thing could lead to another. They get sick for whatever reason. I don't know. I've just heard stories of like um babies getting sick or something like that, and it's just like a thing that you have to be prepped for. Like there are certain things about babies that you can kind of like um hold on, oh shit, I died. um yeah, I don't know. I just know if the baby is acting a certain way, I'm gonna be freaking out a little bit. Just because you want to make sure the baby is not too sick or nothing's going on with him.
Yeah.
So I would kind of like take that into consideration with like a dog as well, except it wouldn't be as bad because dogs don't really get sick like people do. Dogs don't need like, well, they do need certain vaccines, but they don't need like 20 million of them. Um, and all these other things you got to keep up with. Like you don't have to like put them in diapers. You don't have to do all this crazy stuff. I mean, hell, they just piss and poop on the floor if they really want to. So past that, I mean, yeah, technically a dog is still easier to take care of.
Yeah. And dogs also not saying this in like a better way, but they don't live as long. So it's not gonna be like as long as a bird does it. Like humans could live a long time.
Yeah,
Like you have a kid, you're gonna probably have take care of the kid probably your whole life, or be in. And I'm not saying that as like a negative thing, as like being there for them, like, cause of course. But what I mean is like like especially not if you didn't even say dog, right? You pet like sometimes some animals they really don't have like a long expectancy. So I feel like if you're not 100% sure that you can handle a baby, I feel like a baby is a different type of responsibility too.
Yeah, when you're raising a kid, you gotta like that's like you know that's your life. Like your life is dedicated to taking care of this baby now.
And women, they could lose their lives, kid. Honestly,
Yeah, on top of the
just
9 month thing.
well, 9 months, but I'm saying like you can even have like deaths just from giving birth and stuff like that. So that's what I really mean. Like I mean, well, like not saying that obviously we don't want that, but
Well, I mean,
you know,
honestly, I think I'm not gonna lie, having to basically what's it called, hold the baby for 9 months on top of risking complications is crazy.
yeah, honestly crazy. Reality of the world, sadly.
To be honest. Well, I'm playing this little mini game right now. I'm like, it's called Soul Hounds, where you have to like dig down really fast, and I'm trying to like speed run this little challenge because I don't really, what's it called? Don't really mind Soul Hounds too much. It's not my type of game, really, that I would play like that. But I'm doing it for the polychromes. I think I just beat the challenge though. Oh, I made it. Okay. But yeah, no, with now what I will say with dogs, it's kind of like it's funny because they all got their own little personality and shit. So it's kind of like you gotta you gotta know the dog, and then humans are different in the sense like you can kind of change your diet and like get away with it, but with a dog you can't do that. Like if you change your dog's diet, that thing's gonna throw up and poop. Like you actually got to be careful on like changing their diet and everything, and like feeding them and all that crap.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing, but it's just a funny thing about them. What the hell? Oh shit. Interesting. Oh,
They're here. Survived.
I'm missing something.
They're here.
now another thing I'll say about dogs is just I think daycare and stuff is a lot easier because it's kind of like if you bring your dogs to like a daycare or something like that, the only thing you have to worry about is kennel cough, because most times they'll just, unless they're like super friendly, they're gonna be in their own cages and whatnot. So it's kind of like you'll just walk in the room and it'll be like just a shit ton of dogs barking. It's just funny to me. Oh shit.
They're here.
Like, I know I'm not a cat person.
Mm, Dominique likes cats.
Like,
Dominique
I
is
mean,
big on cats.
the thing is, some cats are really cute. Like, really cute. Like, was it Lori's cat? It might have been Lori's cat, but I'm not 100% sure if it was.
Now I'm not gonna lie, if I get me a cat, it's gonna be one of them dumb cats. One of them orange cats. The ones that be like having only one brain cell and shit.
Hmm.
Because those are like I need a cat that I can like play with, not something that just thinks that, you know, they're fucking better or some shit. The shit is kind of annoying. Let me see.
No, I know what you mean though, cause some cats they act like they have attitude problems.
Mm, Imagine you get a cat and then it's like at first it's like really nice and then after that it's just like being a dick afterwards after about a month. That shit would kind of piss me off.
Eh.
They're here.
Look, and then you got to worry about like declawing them, and when you bring them to the vet, they kind of like are a little bit different because you know with dogs you can kind of direct them and things, but with a cat, depending on how it is, you gotta like, you know, you gotta be a certain way around a cat. You just can't do whatever. But I think it does depend on the cat and its personality.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Now I will say I know like certain animals, certain types of like style wise, like what they will probably be like. I don't know. I feel like what like a dog that's like slightly loyal, slightly playful, like not too much. Like you know what I mean? Like we'll want to do stuff. No, like that's why like, I know for sure I don't want a big dog. They need to be active. Not even if they want to. Like you want to keep them healthy, you know. So you gotta really be active with them. And not that I would the dog, but like you know, like maybe like let's say we maybe go like nightly walk or something, but not like hey running with you. Like we got a
They're here.
exercise routine. I mean, I will say you. The only benefit is that you know that dog will keep you in shape. It's like you and me both got to out together.
Oh shit, I died. Um, yeah, nah, the dog can will keep you in shape if you have a big dog, especially like if it's the type of dog where you actually do need to like take him out constantly and stuff like that. Yeah, no, you're gonna have to be in shape at that point. But
No lazy people. This part.
give me
Oh,
one
wait, is
sec.
there 5 days for the new? Okay, I might as well start saving now. I got the newest character on the banner. Need to get the Lycone, but I'm debating if I should even waste my time polling for the Lycone or decide not. I barely have any things. Wait, how much? I have zero, but I have 500 of the gems, so that's probably like two or three. Actually, I can check. How much is it worth?
Mm,
I mean, I'm just trying to see what I got. Oh, I also got the little premium
They're
one, so
here.
I could probably buy. Okay, so I could buy two with the specialty exchange, and then with the gems three. So that's like yeah, five. I was right. So I have about 5 pulls worth. So I might
Maybe,
as well save.
maybe of
Yeah.
what?
Like the little, like, you know, when you pull, you get the little exchange money.
I think I know what you mean.
That shit. So I have enough to buy like 2 tickets worth. But I was actually gonna save those for like a like, cause I need like the icons and shit, or like a character, cause they always have like a character and never save enough to get the character. But most of the time, like, actually,
Mm,
if I look at the store right now, let me see. Most of the time, the ones they have in the store, I can't even pull for. Yeah, cause they have 2 characters. One of them I can get one backslided. So yeah, can't do more of that.
They're here.
My little pet is so cute.
mm.
The tapir.
Look, it's cute now. Wait till you poop on the floor. In the shape of a smiley face, just for you.
Mine doesn't poop. It never pooped.
Damn. Now, when you get a real dog, that thing gonna be, what? You're gonna be like, damn, this dog's acting like a real kid.
Well, you see, that's the thing. That's the only thing is with the poop. I don't mind picking up and cleaning up after the poop, as long as it's like a few things. Like, okay, for example, I want to be able to puppy, but it's like kind of trained a little bit, like maybe potty trained, right? Nardi knows how to use the pee pad, so if I put the pee pad down, I wouldn't even mind if I had to learn some commands to tell about a pee pad or go on the pee pad, but I want it to be able, like, if you poop in a specific area, I will. I'm not against cleaning it up, but I'm against the dog being too playful where he's smudging the poop all over the floor or something. And I'm not saying that's going to happen or will happen.
I
Probably
mean,
gonna
that's
do
not.
that.
Now that is personality. Like that is based solely on like what type of dog you end up getting, because you're not gonna know um the dog's personality until you get it. Or because even when you're like looking at them at the at whatever shelter or whatever you decide to get them from, you're not really gonna be able to like tell until you take them home and they get used to it.
Hi Sakai, but no, okay, like what I mean is,
Hello.
is like, okay. For example, so I'm the kind of person that I feel like with the poop, I wouldn't mind picking it up, but I'm gonna have like Cooper or something, like I'm like say I'm at the park or whatever, right? And my dog's pooping, I'm gonna have like a scene, even if I've never had the dog before. Research before I get the dog. I'm gonna be like, how do I clean up the best way possible, and I will do it because it's my responsibility. It's my choice. Now, I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe I should start off with like fish or something where I just have to feed the tank. But honestly, I think the poop is easier than cleaning tanks because I remember when I mean, okay, like, I never had a dog, but when I had fish, I used to hate the smell of the tank.
Mm,
You had to scrub that shit, and at least the poop, you just picking it up, throwing it away. It's not I gotta thought away something, like it. You just throw it in the garbage. That's it. So it's not that bad. The pee could probably get more messy. You know, now let's say indoor dog change the pee pad, outdoor dog pee in the nature. Oh well. So I don't think it's a problem, but that's like my main thing. Everything else, like I don't mind washing the dog. I don't mind maybe grooming it. It might sound bougie for this, but I would go like have it professionally done. Like I said, I'm trying to get a dog when I got to do all this. Not that I can't take care, like brush it myself and thing, but I mean like cutting hair.
no, but
At least
that's not bougie though. You're
okay. I was
you're
gonna
like
say
taking the dog to the vet and taking him to go get like grooming services, especially if you know for a fact like okay, like you really don't know how to do this type of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I would rather you just take him to like Petco or something.
Cause actually, speaking of Petco, I think the one that's closest to me, it has grooming and it also has Mary in it. So I was thinking, oh, that's kind of nice. I could just take him there and do everything, you know. And I was thinking I'd probably have groom like the haircut. I think at least once a month. No, maybe slower. Like I'm thinking like my dad, cause my dad's pretty fast, and sometimes he has to get a haircut like every month at least. Sometimes even a week, he'll start growing. So I'm like, I'm the kind of person where I'd want like if I have the rule and they're talking about like that haircut, I want mine always pristine. I don't want my dog look shabby. All right, we not raising young men, okay? So we gotta look, clean. Now, am I the person who's gonna put on the clothes, stuff like that? I don't know yet. I wouldn't mind trying, try to get a little puppy, put a little sweater on it, because if, like, my sister, she wants to do, like, oh, fur baby. And actually, that's also the reason why getting a puppy would be kind of cool, because Gabby, she already wants a dog too, and she's like, well, you get a dog before I take care, I'm gonna steal it from you. So I was like, oh, so she don't realize I'm smarter than her. Oh, let her do all the times? I need a vacation and
Well, I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, well,
what?
oh no, I mean all that is fine. I just know that once you go to actually pick out the dog, I mean, what's it called? If okay, this is what I'll say. If you want a dog that's easy to groom, like,
Mm-hmm.
not much hair or whatever, I would do research on the breed. As I would especially do research on the breed because then you can kind of determine like its personality and like how often you
Yeah.
would have to groom it and everything like that. Because what's it called? If you do your research beforehand and everything, you'll be able to kind of figure out like what breed do you really want. It's like
I already have a slight idea
something
because I
like
already
low
know what hype.
maintenance.
I know that like the dogs with the longer hair, they are more hyperallergenic. They explained it to me too that when they have the shorter hair, they have more of the dander, and I think I'm gonna need that because I know
They're here.
when I was a kid I was allergic to cats, not dogs,
Wait a minute.
but
Wait, you said dog with how long hair are you looking for?
not necessarily a specific length, but the longer ones, not like the short hair, like the ones that the hair does. So like when I was this was at the pet store, one of the pet stores. I was looking and I different questions, and the girl she explained, she's like, when they have, cause I was thinking that the ones that look hairless, like not that they're hairless, but very hair, that shorter hair would be less shedding. She's like, no, actually, the dander escapes more with that type of hair, with the very short hair, and that it's more, like more prone to pull up allergens. So like, you know how long, right, Richard? So like yours is probably like longer,
Yeah,
where
so my dogs are longer haired, and the way that their specific coat works is they don't shed at all. So they're all that it does is
right.
just their hair grows long and curly, and when I'm ready to cut their hair, I just cut their hair. Like I actually groom my dogs. It's really not difficult. It's kind of like if you just had a kid and then you were just like, oh, you're just gonna give him a buzz cut. You just put the guard on the clippers and you just go to town, and it's literally that simple. Um, and you hold on, and you basically shit. Once you finish up, um, you just clean the hair off the ground and or off the floor, or whatever you want to do, and kind of it. Um, and you can wash your dog. Just get some basic shampoo or something like that. And I actually, this is what I do to wash my dogs. I actually use a shower head the shower to rinse instead of like the tub area because I feel like it gets very the water gets dirty and then they're just sitting in their own dirt and stuff. Um Waiting on this guy to choose. Um yeah, I feel like the water just gets dirty and rinsing with a shower or if you had like one of those detachable heads, that's a lot easier to deal with. Um and what's it called? Yeah, I mean, oh, and if the dog is okay with you touching their paws and stuff and grabbing them and like cutting their nails, then you're gonna have a really good time because the more you can do little things like that, the better time you're gonna have because of how would I say it? Um, like I recently did get into actually trying to brush my dog's teeth in a way like I got these little wipes or something and they're like finger wipes so you put them on your finger and then you just kind of rub around their teeth on the outside to get like the plaque and tartar off and all that. Um, and that's basically you just do that every couple days if you feel like it because you really don't dogs don't really have to brush their teeth as much as we do because obviously they don't eat sugary treats every day. So they don't really need to brush but as much, but they still have to brush some way. So I also get like a water additive and put that in their water bowl. You only need like a couple teaspoons or something of it, and you just kind of let them drink that, and it flushes. It's like a mouthwash almost.
Hmm.
And so that takes care of their teeth. I can do their nails. I've kind of noticed you can kind of get away with doing mostly their front nails because that's you know usually what they use to scratch and what'll get the most sharp. Um, their back nails really don't grow that much. So,
They be stacked in.
yep.
Okay. Cause I had some ideas. Like I was even thinking like cause there's the whole like the fresh food versus the regular dog foods
I'm
and then
gonna
the
be
different type
honest.
of dog foods.
I'm gonna be honest with
Mhm.
the dog food stuff. I wouldn't pay that too much attention because this is the thing. Everybody likes to be like, oh, like you're not feeding your dog the best stuff and blah 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 and whatever. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've
Mhm.
basically fed all my dogs kibble and whatever the heck, like the entire time I've had a pet. And I mean, that's like saying, oh, you're not feeding your fish the right fish food or some shit. Like you need to give them like some kind of special meal. And it's like it's a fish. It's like I get it. You want to take care of your dog and everything, but they're not gonna die from eating kibble. It's literally made for like the dog.
Well, for me, okay, so I was debating. I was like, I kind of, if I had to, there was like a toy dog, and then I looked it up, and my mom was telling me, she's like, oh, if you get a toy dog, a lot of them die very early because they're small or like too small for their body. And I was like, oh,
Wait, wait, wait,
so I
wait, wait,
thought,
wait, my bad. Say it again.
like, basically, like, toy dogs. Like, apparently the whole toy craze, right, is a problem because, so a toy dog is basically a smaller version. Oh, I didn't know this at the time, but a toy dog is like a small version of what the dog probably should be. So, like, say the dog is like 5 feet, it's actually like 2 feet, but it should have been 5 feet.
No, no,
Like
no,
it's
no, no.
way tiny
What's the problem with a toy dog?
because they're so like small. Like doing things is more strenuous to their body stuff, and so they're more likely to die earlier and to have like health conditions essentially. Very young
Um,
too.
um, I don't know the validity of that. My dogs are pretty small. I mean,
No, no,
I
no, not small dog, but like toy dogs, which are like smaller. So, like for example, your dog, but the toy version,
Awaken.
for example, which means whatever your dog size. Like for example, there's like terriers, right? The one I was thinking of, it's like a toy Yorkie terrier. So there's Yorkies, and then there's toy Yorkies, not baby,
Mm,
not like a puppy, toy Yorkies. So they're like smaller versions of Yorkies. Well, Yorkies is already small, but I thought toy just meant like like baby at the time. Like I was thinking like, oh, it's like baby. They just call it a toy. No, it's the size.
They're here.
So like there's small and then there's toy. Toy is smaller than small, basically.
yeah, I would have to look some stuff on that because I've never heard about that specifically. But
Yeah.
I don't know. My like I will say what my dogs, at least with Samson, he likes to act like he doesn't have a stamina bar basically. And
Hmm.
and if I take him on a walk, like he would actually run himself ragged if he could. Like he would actually run himself to the ground. I actually have to bring him home to get him to stop walking because he will just want to keep walking and walking and walking. And it's just like and he's clearly tired. Like when it was snowing, um he was
Hmm.
like he just the two of them just kept walking like they weren't like bothered.
They're here.
They were letting their feet get cold and everything, and I was like, I know y'all got fur, but and it's like they're ignoring the fact that their feet are basically dying or some shit. So I don't know. They're kind of dumb for that, but um, I don't know. I mean, from what I understand, what I know, like dogs are pretty resilient. So I don't know much about toy dogs though, because I don't really look into them. But um, I've done my research on certain breeds and stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna be honest. You'd have a hell of a time with having a short-haired dog and trying to cut their hair, because I know somebody who has a short-haired dog, and I cut their dog's hair from time to time. It is a bitch trying to clean that stuff up because it's so small that it just gets everywhere and you don't know if you've gotten it all up. At least with my dog's long hair, like curly, whatever, you know where the hair is and you can just pick it up with your hand and like that's it. Like it's just a pile of fluff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I don't really have any issues with my dog's hair. Let me check.
Here we go. The toy poodle.
Hey,
This is what I was thinking.
We're Richmond, then I'll be back, and then I'm gonna hop on Rivals for a little bit.
All right.
Breed standard. Description of an ideal dog. Da, 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 da. Okay, colors. Um, the toy poodle stands proudly among dog loves true aristocrats. Uh, Poodles come in three size varieties. Standard should be more than 15 inches tall at the shoulder. Miniatures are 15 inches or under. Toys stand no more than 10 inches. All three varieties have the same build and proportion. At dog shows, poodles are usually seen in the conventional clip. Most pet owners prefer the simpler sporting clip, in which the coat is short is shown to follow the outline of the squarely built, smoothly muscled body. Forget any preconceived notions about poodles you may have. Poodles are eager, athletic, and wickedly smart dogs of unremarkable versatility. The standard, with his greater size and strength, is the best all-around athlete of the family, but all poodles can be trained with great success. Is this a training thing?
Mm,
Oh, oh, it tells you what to expect. Cause yeah, I was thinking of poodle, and not that I was thinking this because I was reading it, but I was thinking like would I like to do the the show thing, the competition thing? I don't know because I'm not really big into that. Cause I understand why people like do like competition for dogs type of thing, but I feel like I would just do that type of thing for fun. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want to be like no lifing it. Like I know some people they do this for money and be like, oh, we gotta train the
Mm,
best dog to make like that 100K or something. I don't know about all that.
I
I would,
mean,
I,
okay. If you want to get a dog for like that, you're gonna have to like put some serious time in because
yeah.
that stuff ain't no. And if you're getting a dog for that, then I mean, get a dog for
No,
that.
no. I'm not. I'm saying that I wouldn't mind a dog that would be able to do, and I would do that for fun, but not really I'm not talking about actually going to college. I'm talking about just doing stuff like like the tricks and stuff.
Yeah,
That's what
like
I mean.
teaching them tricks. Now, now you're gonna have to make sure you get a smart breed then, because some of these dogs out here is one brain cell. So,
All right, I'm gonna do this quiz. I
hmm,
found this. I'm do this dog quiz. They have 3 different types of options too. It says 3 ways to search. Okay, so you can either go, I have no idea, I know what type of dog I like, or I have a specific breed in mind. I'm gonna try no idea first and see what they say I should get. I'm gonna just see. All right, what is the main reasons that you are choosing to get a dog? Okay, let's see. So they got companionship at home, a friend for the kids, to guard my house and family, or an active mate to join me in my outdoor activity. I would say home companionship. Yeah, that's probably my reason at least. Oh, you can select more than one, but yeah,
oh, by
I
the
don't care about
way,
the good.
my I have a poodle
Uh huh.
terrier, and a Maltese Shih Tzu.
Oh, you have
I
they're
got
both
two
mixes.
mixes, and so and this is why I'm kind of just like I don't know. From my perspective, I didn't really do research on like, oh, I was like, I want to get. I think I did want a Shih Tzu, but the
Mm-hmm.
way it worked was, I kind of ended up with a half Shih Tzu with Samson because I just kind of saw them and was like, oh, like, I like these dogs. Like, I just kind of saw them when I went in the shelter, and I was just like, I like them, and then I just got them. Like, I didn't try to at this time I wasn't like looking things up to be like, oh, I'll pay attention
Oh
to
god.
their breed and all this other stuff. I mean,
I mean, for me, there's different reasons. One reason for me is I want a hyperallergenic dog. That's one reason. And
it's
then
a
another reason too
hypoallergenic.
is yeah, I want a hypoallergenic, and I also know I want a dog that is smaller. Now, as far as the specific breed, I'm not really set on it. I just know certain breeds that I do like. Like for example, I like poodles, I like terriers. I like other breeds that are bigger too, but I just wouldn't get them because I feel like I don't at this point. Like for a first dog, I don't think I want a big dog. So like for example, I always like golden retrievers. Those guys were so cute and fun, but at the same time, I know they get big.
Have you seen?
And
Have I shown you Delilah?
I've seen Sansa and Delilah before. I don't know if I got, but
Well,
I've
Delilah's a
seen.
poodle terrier mix, and she's basically extremely loyal, very attentive. She doesn't, she's now she does like attention because she's just like that, and she likes to eat a good bit, which I control her food at that point. But besides that, I mean, she doesn't really give me any problems at all. If anything, like she's more well behaved as at any other dog I've had. So I would say, and then she's sort of smallish, but she's also kind of medium. She kind of like falls in that sort of range. Um, in a minute I'll send you a picture of her because give me a second because I'm like doing these little mini games.
Um, I will say, I don't know if I probably told you, but I had went to this one like pet area, and
Shit.
I mean, I will say that, but they have to like puppies and stuff. and I wanted one, and I was begging my mom because mind you, I can get the money to pay for the dog because they were saying it'd be like as low as like I think 100 a month or something for the payments. They just needed
100 a month for what?
to pay off for the dog because the dog was not cheap. Okay, it was over $2,000 for the dog. Right, it was a puppy. But I saw the puppy and I was like, it's cute. I said, and me and my sister, we went together, right? Because we're just looking at dogs. And because my mom was actually wanted to buy two because she was saying that she was actually considering getting a dog. So I
Are
was like, let's
you
look.
are you looking for a pure breed or like something super duper special?
Um, I mean, it's not necessarily that. The, the, like I said, I'm just looking for what I was just looking at dogs at the time. Like this I'm talking about was a while. So to be fair, it was like a long, but it's not that long. But like I'd say over a year ago. And my mom, she was like talking about how she was gonna get a dog, because she was like it's really nice to have like some other like a pet. We hadn't had a pet in years. And like I said, the only thing I've had is a fish. But my mom used to have dogs in Jamaica, but it's kind of different in Jamaica. So she was like, she was willing to get a pet, right? And I
So in
said,
Jamaica the dog is 2,000.
no, raising it is kind of different. That's like, okay, for example, there's dogs in Jamaica, they call them mongrels, okay? It's a whole thing. Like, you'll see some Jamaican dogs,
Mm?
them dogs, some of them dogs on their last days. I'm gonna tell you. And like my parents once say, "Hey, you want to take one off the street?" Like that's how. I mean, not to say I would do that. I'm just saying that like it's like Jamaica's not really like the type of area where it's dogs are like treated like babies. They're treated like
Dogs.
animals, but it's not like in a bad way. Like if you have a pet, like I mean, like for example, like if there's like if it's probably a stray dog. You know what I mean? It's not really like a dog that has a house or anything. So it's not like they're not gonna take care of them. But my mom, she was explaining like when she had a dog, they they would be like all coming inside. They feed them whatever they feed them. Different basically. And like those dogs, she was saying that it was like her grandparents, so they had a farm. So it was more like the like the farm dogs type of thing. But
Right.
she had said that she wanted to get and I was like, oh, bet. So I was like, let me start looking now. I just want to see what was available. And then me and Gabby, we saw this dog, and I liked it because it was like kind of. It's like, oh, look at that, it's a black dog. Ah, it's so cute. Like, and I was already came up with a name, and I was like, oh, we can name him Mocha or something, or like something, because it looked like, like a mochaccino. It was like chocolatey, but like like kind of like creamy chocolatey.
Mm?
And I was like so happy because we asked so we could like see the dog, and they like in that, those type of things they have like a little play area where they like let you touch the dog, feel the dog because obviously like before you potentially buy the dog or whatever, touch it for a little bit. So we asked. They said okay. They brought the dog around, and the dog was licking me and hugging me, and it was paying more attention to me than. And the thing is that, like, I know I told you about cats, but honestly, I don't understand why. But a lot of pets don't usually like me for some reason. Like, they'll like some of them will like really shy away from me, and like sometimes like with cats, for example, they will always hiss at me and stuff like that. And so it was like I'm gonna be honest, one of the first times outside of like the only other dog that was that nice to me was like my friend Catrice's dog Prince. But I had been around my whole life, so I mean, regardless, Prince liked me, but that wasn't my dog, to be fair. But like every other time when I'm around like animals, even if it's like I approached them sweetly and nicely, sometimes they would always just like bark and look at me all weird, and I'm like, okay, like not really that difficult to be around. And I don't know
Mm,
if it's because it was a baby. I mean, maybe, but it was like all it wouldn't. It was going, and I'm like, I've had it where even dogs that are in my dog would always appreciate my sister more than me. Like, and I'm not really jealous of it, but it was just like, maybe they're just dogs just my vibe. And I was like, I found a dog that fucks with me, bro, already. And so I was like, I paid like the $20 to put the dog on hold because I was like, let me just ask my mom because I was just like, they'll put the dog on hold for like a day or two, like I think for 3 days. It was like a weekend or something like that. And I was like, let me just ask her, and she said yes, and then she said no, and then I got depressed. I was like, you know what? If I had the money, I would have bought the dog because, and I found this out later, but the dog was born the same day I was born. So I was like, yo, what? This dog has the same birthday as me.
mm,
So I was like, that was literally like in my mind, it was fate. It was like this is a kindred soul in the dog. But you know, it just didn't work out. And I was sad. I was upset because I promised I would take care of the dog. I wasn't even asking my mom to pay. I just needed her to sign up for the loan because I knew they wouldn't approve me of the loan.
that
So
is
I knew.
crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That is crazy. You have to do a loan for a dog. Because
I know.
I literally got my dogs for like maybe like 150 a piece.
Yeah,
And
but the dog was $3,000, Richard. It was not cheap.
yeah,
God, what kind of fucking dog?
yeah,
It was
that's
a
all
puppy.
that.
Thank you.
This dog better be fucking cooking.
Listen, I'm looking at dogs same place right now. I'm looking at the
Look, like I said,
French bulldog,
you
six
need to go
thousand
to
dollars.
a shelter or something. Ain't no way.
Okay,
That
no.
dog better be able to drive me to work and back.
Well, I will say just like how you're saying, if you
3,000? That's rent.
listen, listen. I'm looking on the same website for the same place right now. For English French bulldog male, $5,955.
Yeah, alright. You can
Where?
kiss my ass.
Well, okay, keep in mind I live in Jersey, so I think it's a Jersey tax. Cause I don't have any, like they have shelters, yes. So if you want to say, oh, just go to a shelter, but I want a puppy.
Yeah,
So
no,
I don't know.
I'm with Richard. Where
Well,
is
no.
okay, so it's
Well,
not
no,
a
no, no,
shelter.
no, no,
Where
no, 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 no. Okay, so yeah, if you do want a puppy, then yeah, you're gonna have to. It's probably gonna be around that price. I'll give you that. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
is
So I
it?
know yeah, because puppies are not cheap.
puppies are
But
expensive as shit.
honestly, Q, if but people make real bags, they make bags off of what I tell you, people like, like first off, the breeds do matter. I know it didn't matter to you, Richard, but like some people really care about the breeds, and then there's
Yeah.
also a whole thing with the breeds, like they want like breeds and stuff like that. So if you can get a purebred dog, like you know how much money you can rack up for that. I've actually saw like this like influencer, like she was documenting that she flew all the way across the country to buy a dog. That's how
Mm,
serious she was about the specific dog she wanted. So not just don't even ask about the price. She bought a flight. Okay, so add that to the price.
Who was the Chris Procreate guy? I always see him and I always laugh at his name.
Oh, that was
mm,
Christian.
Who?
Christian.
Khalil's friend Christian.
Oh.
Mm,
This man said who?
No, I thought you might have been talking about him, but I wasn't sure. I wouldn't have expected him to have such a name.
nah, but other than that, yeah, just if you're gonna go and get a puppy, go ahead. But and then go and do your research and see what dog you want and see if you
Yeah,
can.
no, I decided once I already had once I finished with school, I'm thinking, or okay, at least get a good enough job for the dog at that bare minimum. You know what I mean? Because if I can't live on my own, this is my mentality. If I can't live on my own, how?
Yeah,
So
I was gonna
that's the
say
first thing.
live on your own for a while first and see how you're doing and how much money you have like left over after bills and everything. and then be like,
Yeah.
okay, can I realistically, save up for potential dog bills? Because
That
I'm not gonna
is,
lie,
yeah.
like for example, you got to be real careful about them damn vet payments and all these damn vaccines they be trying to do. They be trying to have all these extra shits. Like they got a bronchitis vaccine for dogs because apparently dogs can get bronchitis. I guess, um, which is something I didn't know. So I was like, no, because
Well, dogs can get pretty much anything we as humans can get. Just a FYI.
okay, I wasn't aware of that. But other than that, I was like, if my dog doesn't necessarily have a specific like sickness for it, and this is like a vaccine, the bronchitis vaccine, I'd have to give my dogs that every 6 months, and then that's out of pocket, and then that you got to pay for the vet visit, then you got to pay for them to look at the dog, then you got to pay for the shots, and then you got to pay for the medicine. It's just like I'm just doing a yearly appointment just to get the base vaccines. I don't need extra shit if I don't have to because they're not sick. They've never had any like extreme issues with themselves. They're very healthy for their age and everything. So um what's it called? If they have issues, then I'm gonna bring them into the vet. But other than that, no. If I don't see any pre-existing conditions on them, then I'm not gonna get the vaccine for it. Because what's required by law is at least the rabies one, which I'm fine with that. I'm completely okay with that. They got a 3 year rabies and then a 1 year rabies, and I think that's like the minimum you have to get for your dog. Um, other than that, no, they're good. And then, um, oh, about the vet stuff. So basically, Samson likes to he's smart enough to know that whenever he's feeling a certain way, like if something happens to him and he gets sick, then he will actually make me take him to the car to take him to the vet because he knows like once he goes to the vet, they're gonna check him out and then he's gonna feel better because I took him to the vet and he got checked on and he got all this attention or whatever. And then when he comes home, he's like happy again. So he knows if he's like depressed for whatever reason because like a one time thing happened, he's gonna want me to take him. And I know like I've dealt with certain sicknesses and things enough to know like when something is really serious. So what I have some over the counter medicine that I have for them, not like ibuprofen and shit, but like actual dog medicine that I've kind of stockpiled over the years. And so I'll give him certain things based on what symptoms he's having. And once those symptoms kind of go away, then it's like he's good to go.
Make sure you're checking the expiration dates and check the lot numbers on those medications that you're stockpiling. Sometimes they do recalls.
Yeah, I was checking that out too. And they also sell those same medicines they give you out the vet and Amazon and shit too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because again,
So
I used to work at a. I used to okay, so I've worked at several different pharmacies, and like okay, Walmart pharmacy has pet medication. Some of them do. Probably
oh
not an extensive
uh
library, but they have some.
keep in mind I am streaming in case it's any sensitive information coming up.
No, no, nothing. This is like work history. Nothing. I'm not gonna say anything like crazy.
Yeah, I just
But
like
I
to do
used
it
to
as
work at
a
a
I like to do it as a how do you say it?
cautionary. I got the
Advisory
notification on my phone too.
advisory notice.
Yeah, I got the notice on my phone too. So I saw when you started streaming.
I got you.
Um, and I used to work at a mail order pharmacy that specialized in pet medication as well. They also obviously they had a huge bulk of that stuff, but a lot of that stuff is available at retail too. So I wouldn't be surprised if Amazon has it.
Holy
Oops,
shit. God damn.
my bad.
You
But
know,
yeah,
it's crazy you can do that though, and it's like, oh, Q, I don't know if I've told you. I technically groom my dogs. I'll do their bath. I'll do their nails now. Um, I check their ears, brush their teeth. Um, I think that's about it.
I think we talked about it briefly.
Yeah, I got some supplies for them. Like I actually bought some clippers online off Amazon. I'm about to get ready to get them some more water additive for their teeth and a few other things. Forget, but yeah, I mean they've basically gotten used to me cutting their nails at this point. And I was actually talking to a veterinarian or a person who usually grooms my dogs in the past at Petco. I was talking to her. I was like, how far back do you go on the nail, and how do you tell where the quick is and stuff like that, and like especially for dogs with black nails, because you can't really see the quick and everything. And she was
Mhm.
basically saying like most times, like with white nails you can see them, but for example with Delilah, I really don't need to cut them that much because you can kind of see it on the bottom, as well as you kind of just need to clip off the point, because that's really what the main issue is going to be, is the point of their nail. So once you kind of get that down,
Yeah,
it'll be like, okay, they're like, not that they're good to go completely, but you've done what you needed to. It's not going to grow back that fast.
that's kind of my rule of thumb with the guinea pigs, right? Like
You cut their nails?
tangerine. Yeah, yeah.
That's
You kind of
crazy.
have to because the way they grow, their claws might grow in a way that causes them discomfort, right? So you have to trim them at least every so often. Tangerine has like white paws, so she's a black and white guinea pig, but she has like white paws, so her nails are white, so I can see through them. You know, you can look and see it through the light to see where the quick is. But like or lemon, for example, has black paws and therefore black claws. So for her, and her paws are really small, like really small. Like I don't know, like lemon has, I guess, big feet or something. Because I mean, tangerine has big feet because lemons are so small. So I have to be very careful. I end up usually just trimming like the very point, like you said,
Yeah.
and calling it a day.
Oh, another thing that I noticed, if their nails are too long, you'll notice because when they're walking, their nail will kind of go upwards and kind of make them walk weird. And the way I kind of determine that, how short their nails actually are I kind of just run my hand downwards on their paw or down their arm, and if my hand is like touching a nail as I'm going at the bottom of their paw, then I know it's too long, because it shouldn't be touched. It should touch the floor a little bit, but it shouldn't be touching the floor that much. Like they shouldn't be dragging their nails. So I kind of do that as like a little check thing, and especially if when Delilah likes attention, she'll fucking start scratching at my damn leg, and that'll be like, okay, you're getting your
Yeah.
nails. That is like the
Okay, it's
quickest
time.
way, huh?
But yeah, we'll say like it's time.
Yeah, it's like you're scratching me, girl.
Um, I don't know if Emmanuel is back, but if he is, hello.
Hello.
Man, I'm about to get me a soda. One sec.
All right.
Y'all, I've been slamming this damn kitchen lately.
What you mean?
I've been I've been cooking. I've been making chicken tendies and fries. And I've been practicing doing fries from like actual potatoes, because obviously you'd think that'd be like I cook every fucking thing else, but I didn't really do fries because I was like, eh. And eventually I got to the point where I didn't really want to do fried foods for a long time, particularly because of the oil thing. But I've kind of known that I kind of realized as long as I drain it enough and use fresh oil and don't eat it every single fucking day, then it won't be that bad, and it might be better because of like the type of meat I'm using, and it's not really fast food. Like I'll actually cut the tenderloin up and then coat it in flour, the seasonings, and the binding agent, and I'll fry it in fresh oil and everything. Um, I don't want to reuse oil either. That's kind of weird. Well, for me at least, I don't want to reuse oil. Um,
Well, why not?
I'm gonna be honest. Um, I tried reusing what I had, and it's probably because there's some shit at the bottom too. Um,
Uh,
it was very close to like burning the oil and shit, dude. But that was probably
yeah, it's
my
definitely
fault.
because of the stuff at the bottom.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So I was
I would
like,
actually recommend you reuse it because it'll save you money, especially if you're using it for the same types of meat. So if you fried some chicken, right, just reuse that same oil for chicken later. But I use like I always forget the actual term for it. The thing that you use to separate like solids from liquids
yeah.
while cooking. But I always use one of those uh, to get rid of like those meat bits and fried bits
Mm,
from the oil. Like you came over, you've been over here. I don't know if you noticed, but I keep like my oil in like little jars of like old dip jars that I have.
Now I don't think I've seen the dip jar specifically, but I'll usually like get a funnel and just kind of pour the oil down there back into the bottle. Um, and I used to reuse my oil. It's just this time I haven't reused oil like that in a while, so I ended up actually cutting it on for too long, and that's when it started like burning. So I was like, oh shit. I it just I was just letting it sit for too long before I started putting food in it. That's why.
Yeah.
So that was on me. But other than that, I mean, dude, the way I did it, and I was actually using a thermometer this time. Usually I would use like guesswork and a little mechanic of, fucking getting the sink water and like flicking it in there.
Yeah,
Not
that's what we do.
that,
Hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. Well, I like the water thing, but for some reason I enjoy using kitchen tools. So I was like, I want to use a thermometer, and I waited till that bitch got like 400 degrees. Bro, and I like watched it, and I was like, bro, I put that shit in there, dude. That shit comes out perfect because I know like I also got a food scale too, and oh my god, dude, that makes using flour so much fucking easier because now I don't have to. If you use like the measuring cups and don't like sift it or do it a certain way, you can actually get the weight required incorrect or use the wrong amount of flour. And using the scale helps because now you don't need to use a secondary tool. You just pour it in the bowl until it gets to that number and you're done. And it saves a lot of time, I'm not gonna lie. What was I about to say? But no, I made some chicken and fries. And that shit is good as fuck. And I usually have to take a shower directly after I finish cooking with oil and stuff because I'm not gonna lie, that shit coats on my face and I fucking hate it. I do not like I do not like shit sitting on my damn face like that. Damn, I don't know what the fuck I want to do right now.
Eradicate all evil. You want to test my
Oh yeah, Q, what you been up to though, man?
Not much. I took the week off, and I have just been enjoying myself.
I hear you.
I'm waiting for my sister because I commissioned her to make some art for me for my content. So I am waiting for her to give me the notice that she is done.
You commission.
Oh, Q. Let me send you the this results for this batch. I said I was gonna send it, but I didn't do it. But I'll send it. Just look and just see. Me and Emmanuel were in it, and it was yeah, it was
I told Trent I leveled up and she got upset.
really
Leveled up
got
on what?
mad.
Huh?
Leveled up on what?
Marvel Rivals ranked.
I gotcha.
I mean, you didn't level up that high though.
I'm in the middle of it right now.
Are y'all playing Marvel Rivals?
Oh,
I'm in the middle of it.
everybody heard rivals and everyone perked up.
Rival?
Rival.
Um,
I'm
like
sorry,
that,
I'm
I'm
kidding.
practicing another tank main, Groot.
it's like that bird meme.
I think
Or
I'm gonna
like
pick
all
up
the
Groot.
birds.
Groot.
Oh my god, there's this cute poodle. Oh my, it's like brown and chocolatey. I love the chocolate covered dogs. It's so cute. Oh, he looks so
I don't
cute.
think those dogs exist, personally.
What do you mean?
They could be wrong. I've
Chocolacus.
never heard of a chocolate dog.
Like chocolate colored?
No, you said chocolate covered.
I said colored.
Nah, I heard.
Chocolate.
All right, but it says $3,925. The dog. Hold on. Let me look. More info. Male. You only have one picture. It looks so cute. Schedule a play date. Ugh, don't tell me that. Click here to leave a deposit on this puppy. I want a male because I don't want to deal with periods, but I also want a female at the same time. Huh? What?
Wait. You're not gonna get the dog spayed?
What? Okay, wait. What is the difference? I don't know the difference.
It's
Spade is the female equivalent for neutering.
Yeah, it's like my dog doesn't have
that's
periods.
That's not a bad thing.
So, with just the same as neutering, right? If you don't get your animal spayed or neutered, they will
have kids.
For girls, they'll go in the heat, right? And that means that they are more likely to, number one, be defiant, right? Because they want to get fucked, right? They want to have children. So that's gonna be one thing. You'll worry more about the dog potentially getting out and coming home with puppies. That's like the biggest concern you'll probably have. I'm not sure about dogs, but I know like Trent's family, they had cats, and before they got spayed, they would pee everywhere, like everywhere. It was just piss.
I mean, okay, honestly, the spade neuter thing, they'll do that at the where you pick them up. Most times they might already be spayed or neutered. Either way, the dog.
Not puppies. They're usually too young when they're puppies.
Oh, okay. Anyways, my female dog does not have periods.
Oh, I've heard about that. I didn't know that was a true thing.
I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know dogs could have periods.
Well, yeah, they have like any animal that has a reproductive system similar to a human woman, like if they give birth
All right, hold
regularly
on. Let me
like
look
that,
this shit
yeah.
up. Let me look, cause
Like okay, like for
I'm
example,
pretty sure I've never heard of that.
I saw
I
a
mean, it makes
whale.
sense. Like
I
they have to get
saw a
rid of that
whale,
stuff somehow.
and that shit was crazy.
Whale, who? I don't even want to know.
No, I actually saw a dolphin in birth too. Blood, everything. It's listen. It's not okay. Obviously, they're not human, but the reproductive system is technically saying they still, go into labor. They still push out. They. It's like it's the same in that respect. Okay, so they have periods, so that way they can start the reproductive stuff. Not every animal, right? Like a chicken doesn't have a period, but that
Mm.
obviously they just lay eggs, so they're completely different. But I know dogs. I know like I think maybe horses, um, giraffes. There's all different animals like that. I don't know every one of them, but I just knew dogs because I knew someone whose dog would have periods constantly, and they were kept complaining about it. And I'm like, I don't clean up the blood. Like I already had to deal with that for myself. I don't want to deal with poop is one
Um,
thing. The blood is two different things.
My
But
mom's
I don't know.
friend told her the same thing. So she was really anxious when my dad said he was getting a girl puppy.
mm,
No
you
girls
know,
in the
now what's
house.
really funny is sometimes Delilah will actually go into heat every once in a while, and so Samson will want to mount her, but he can't because it's like, well, first of all, he's too small. Second of all, he can't because he's neutered, and other than that, um, he'll always be wanting to mount her, but then when she wants to mount him, he's like scared. He always gets scared of it.
It's a dominance thing though, isn't it?
I mean,
Like my guinea pigs mount each other sometimes. Apparently, that's a very normal thing, but it's a form of dominance. Like, hey, I'm in charge.
honestly, I think the dominance thing is kind of here or there because it's like the thing with like a toy or something, right? Like if your dog is playing with you with a toy, then it doesn't really mean like, oh, because it took the toy from you, like it's dominating you now. It's like, no, it's like y'all are just playing. Like the dog should know the difference between y'all playing and dominating a human or some shit.
Well, I think those are two different things too, though. Like the
Yeah, and
dog taking a toy from you is one thing, but like if the dog is guarding the toy and not letting you touch the toy ever, it probably is like I know that's what they refer to as like resource guarding, or like the dog is very aggressive towards you during feeding times. If you like reach for their bowl or something, then that's resource guarding and also like frowned upon behavior. Or if the dog refuses to do anything you tell it, or does not listen to commands, or overall just pretty much disregards your authority, that would be like a dominance
mm,
between master and pet.
all right, hold on a second. Oh, okay.
But
I was looking up the thing
They're here.
with the dog reproductive system for females.
And what's the verdict?
It varies. It can be anything from bleeding to a bunch of other stuff. So
Told you
it
there's
depends on
more.
the dog.
here's the thing: if I was to get a let's say like you, Richard, a female and a male, right, and not neuter them, that they could have kids, right? The thing is, I wouldn't mind that because I already know I have want puppies, but I don't know if I'd want to be in the lane where I just got to get rid of puppies all the time. Like, oh. You gotta do
Well,
that.
no, that would be the stray's problem or the neighbor's dog or whoever's dog, whatever the girl dog belonged to. That's their problem. Your problem with a male dog that is not neutered would be aggression, right?
No, no,
And
no. I'm
humping.
saying with a girl.
Mm,
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, I know a lot of people opt for male dogs and don't get them neutered, but again, that testosterone buildup would cause a dog to be a little more aggressive. And again, he'll have those urges and hide your, you might want to hide your pillows and any other soft objects that you have.
mm, yeah, don't have shit on the floor. I don't know. My dogs were already spayed and neutered when I got them, so I didn't have to worry about that.
I got two girl guinea pigs, so as long as I don't introduce a male, they're not really
Mm,
nothing.
Like there was this girl I saw on TikTok. She always feeds like her dog. Like well, there was two of them. One, she always does like a fresh cook thing, and she does like she pampers her dogs. Like literally pampers them. She got them like a whole spa set up. Like I saw her. She got a big one, and then like she got the same type of dog, but it was like a puppy. I guess like a baby she bought, right? And the puppy is already getting pampered and getting like all this hot towel, like spa massage. Got
you
all
talking
these
about
things
that
for
the one dog that's like the Shiba, and she just has like the whole thing.
I don't know the type of dog. I don't know if that's the
It's
setup
like
you're talking about.
it's like the one that's based off the meme coin thing.
No,
Oh,
it's not
the
that
Shiba
type.
Inu.
Yeah, because there's
It's a bigger dog. It's just that the dog is a baby. It's bigger than that.
I
It's
gotcha.
like she has a puppy, but she has the same dog, so it's a pretty big dog. I don't know.
See, this is the thing I gotta say with it. It's like all these things. It really depends. Like you don't have to do anything of what anybody else is doing. Like however you treat your dog is just however you treat them. If you want to take them to the spa and do all the extra stuff, you can. None of it is required. None of it is forced or whatever. I don't know. Like I give my dogs kibble twice a day, and they drink their water. They stay in the cage while I'm at work, and I just take them outside when they need to pee. And I just groom them when I feel like it or when they're ready to. And that's the extent. Like they, I play with them a good bit too, but I don't do. I'll do some stuff for them every once in a while. It's just I don't do the super duper pampering things, and I mean it's not like anything crazy is gonna happen if I did or didn't. But the only thing I was saying was, if you're gonna change their diet, be careful. They're gonna shit.
Yeah. Oh, see, this is the one also about when I flew out to pick up a puppy.
Come with me to go pick up my puppy, Malibu. So mommy had to fly all the way
I
out to
hate
Raleigh,
that
North
voice
Carolina
filter.
because of for a dog like me. Mommy's favorite color is blush pink, so she had to get all the pink doggy accessories. She almost cried when she first laid eyes on me. I don't think she knew I was this tiny, but I was so happy to
What?
see her. The breeder gave mommy my shot records and a gift bag that had a blanket, a little stuffed animal, and a week's worth of food. Now it's time to board the plane. I think mommy told the people at the desk that I was 10 weeks old in order to get on the plane. I was calm, but then I was like, yo, what's going on? She played with me for a little while and then I fell back asleep. But then when we landed, I was ready to get out my carrier. I started to get hungry, and you would have thought that mommy had a travel bowl for me to eat out of, but she only had this water bottle. But we made it work, and the food was super, super yummy. I immediately had to poop, and luckily, mommy did come prepared with the poop pads. She also bought me.
Okay, let me stop it. Cause
That voice is killing me.
Going on for quite so long.
sorry, I was getting. I forgot about you.
Funny thing is, I don't even know what he said.
It's just a voiceover for what they think the dog is probably thinking. I don't know. Dogs don't think that.
You
They're
put a
just
diaper on the dog, the baby. Well, it's a puppy, but do they need diapers?
if they're getting old age or they just can't hold it in like that, then it's not a bad idea. They're gonna have to get used to it though, because of it kind of restricts their walking a bit.
You know what? I might be interested in her type of dog, cause she said she got a Maltipoo. It says on here, and it looks really cute. Okay, so, that's a Maltese and poodle, or is that just a breed and or something?
Send me a
I don't know.
picture.
Hold on, let me rewind it. It was like a video. Hold on. Yeah, but it looks so cute. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, can I just take yours and
Wait, did you see my dog?
yeah, I see. They all happy as hell. Richard, I already know what you're doing. You probably seeing them do funny shit like in the corner.
Oh yeah, no, I did a TikTok thing on him one time. Like Samson
Oh yeah, I
didn't
remember that.
Samson didn't know he could just leave because he didn't look over. But
Oh yeah, you had the cage.
yeah, the cage was open and they usually go through the front. So what I did was I opened up the side, and Delilah is smart because she'll look and holy fuck, hold on a second. Holy shit, I don't know how the fuck I survived that. Yeah, no, Delilah's smart, so she saw it. She walked out, and Samson was like still acting like, oh. 1 sec.
Take all the time you need.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, this dog definitely looks cute. But I'm seeing the older version. So cute. Just older.
I mean,
And I also think
that's
sometimes the
isn't
dogs
that
are
isn't
cuter
that
when
a
they're
toy dog?
It is, I think.
Wait, what? I missed it.
It's just a very very tiny little doggy thing that they're just like, look at my puppy that I pamper. Look, they got the money.
You want to see it
They
too? Hold on.
they got the money for that shit. I ain't got it like that.
Oh, did you see the stats, Q?
Hello, I am the president.
No.
I sent it on PlayStation because I had the screenshot there. Getting my puppy. That's another one. Petland. Oh yeah, at my mall, they had a puppy store in there, and I was talking about Catrice, right? That's how Catrice got her dog. Because I had apparently a birthday party situation when I was like in kindergarten, first grade ish, like type of thing. We had like a birthday party in the same mall, right? And apparently Catrice's family, they passed by the puppy store, and I guess I don't know if Catrice wanted them to look or something, because Catrice always like dogs. But assuming she's like, oh, let me go look, and somehow convinced her parents to get the dog then and there. And they always blame me like, I'm like, I take responsibility. God's happy with him. Honestly, I was so sad when that dog died, man, because I had known that dog every time I go visit, he was there. And then I realized, like, was it like, not recently, it was like a while ago, but like, I know he probably died when I was like 24 or something, because I was like, I think it was like not recent, but it was like came there, and I was like, wait, where is Prince? And they're like, oh, we didn't tell you, he had they had put him down because he had got cancer.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
Wait, why you say it like that? Well, damn.
Because that's pretty huge to just not say anything. Well, never mind. It's their dog. They're not required to like let you know.
Nah, I gotta know.
My parents didn't let me know our dog had died because they didn't want me to
That's
be
crazy.
like
Mourn.
I was in college at the time, and I think we were like almost close to final exams. And they didn't
Oh
want me to get
shit.
Oh,
bothered, so they didn't tell me. So when I came home for vacation after the finals,
God damn.
on the road, they just kind of went
that's
in and
when
were
you
like,
found
"Yeah,
out.
by the way,
On the
when you
road.
get home, don't expect,
Um.
the dog
On.
to be around." I was like, "What do you mean?"
God
He's like,
damn.
"Yeah,
They
we
didn't
tried to
They
get
probably
wait.
away."
could
I
have
was like,
waited till you actually got there and walked in the
"No,
door.
dude, like you could have." Yeah, like they had him buried. They buried him in the front yard. So
Damn. They didn't even.
Wait,
Bro.
wait,
They
they
did.
couldn't wait to put him down until after you came back.
well, it's because he had I think he had already died like quite a bit. Like it was for the last month, so it was like a whole month. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It was
Never
like the
mind.
month from November into December.
That's
I was about
crazy.
to say, I was like, why not? But I guess, yeah. I will say, I don't know. It's like, depending on the situation. Whoa, whoa. Sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
Holy shit. 35 seconds. Hold on a second.
It depends on the situation. It's you know, I get it, cause you know you don't want to put the dog in misery too.
Oh my
You
god. Oh my
know,
god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
but
Hold on.
Come on, Richard, you got this.
oh my god, this poodle looks so cute. I saw something very crazy. Um, scrolling through TikTok with these puppy videos. That's why I said, oh,
Fuck.
you don't want to know. I'm not even gonna repeat it. I'm not gonna
Oh
say it.
my goodness.
You don't want to know.
Thanks for coming. Hope you had a
It's
great
crazy.
time.
I need to hang out with some of these characters. Game. Where the fuck do I access the actual? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I don't know why people are so weird for posting this stuff. Like, weird. Oh, Lord. I don't know.
I mean, just have fun getting your dog.
Richard's like, my content is not dog content. Stop it. Sorry.
I just got a
kidding.
quad.
No, I
just
was
got a
just
quad
saying, have fun getting your dog.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I'm gonna enjoy. I'm a.
But you're gonna
And
be
I.
it's gonna be a very big learning experience, just so you know.
I know.
It ain't
I
gonna be
mean,
like, oh, the dog's so cute every day. Hell no. That dog pee on that damn floor. You gotta clean that shit up. You're gonna be
yeah,
like, you're
I
gonna be
already
joining.
do have some ideas though. I probably like, you know, like how area people will do that, like put the little child lock type of stuff on certain things, like you know, like the little gates, like the child gates for the
Gates
dogs. That
for
way,
what exactly?
I don't know if you don't know, like there's like the baby gates where like say like you have like a baby or like a toddler, but you don't want them to get to like certain areas, so like you have a gate so that way you like block off like a select area or something.
Yeah, no, I have that for if I do have guests over, they don't like dogs, and I'll put up the gate or put them in the cage. Most times I don't really need to use it unless Dominique and I just want to be in the living room on our own because we do have a small apartment. Other than that, I mean, it's fine. It's just whatever.
Yeah.
Um, Other than that, I mean, if your dog is really obedient, then you probably don't need the gate because you can probably just tell him like stay in the room. That,
Chill.
but that's why I'm saying like, depending on what dog you get, will depend on like, um, how easy or how much you have to accommodate certain things with it. Like I know
Look,
like Samson is pretty
there's
stubborn,
Sakai.
and Delilah's pretty well mannered, so I don't really need to worry about Delilah. It's mainly Samson I usually accommodate for Samson.
Yeah. Oh, this is so cute. It's a baby rubbing his head on his face.
Mm,
On who? Whose
A
face?
baby on the puppy. On the puppy
why?
No.
face. It's
See, I feel like
adorable.
growing up with a dog, right, is like the coolest thing ever, but also
No,
really
no
fucking sad,
judgment.
right? Because like
It,
when you start hitting like your teenage slash like young adult years, your dog is seeing his way out.
growing up with a dog is pretty cool because you don't need much of the responsibilities of taking care of the dog, but you get all the play. If that makes sense.
Right, true.
So, but
You
then
cherish those memories that you made, but I still think that that death part is like gonna hit, right? Because that dog's been with you like through your most sensitive moments
right,
of like early life.
mm,
So
my first dog taught me how to basically handle dogs because through her I realized like oh like there's certain things that I should and shouldn't do with dogs if that makes sense.
right.
And I'm not gonna lie, dogs kind of be acting like humans sometimes. They really do.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What happened?
I'm playing Elden Ring. Good thing I have a shield. Ah!
You have a shield?
Yeah, I have a shield.
Oh.
Oh, never seen that move before. Scary. Oh, you can jump in this game?
Oh, Q, did I tell you about the Zenless Fall Guys thing?
Yes.
Okay. I think Zenless is gonna be more like on the multiplayer sort of thing. Not multiplayer sort of
I've
thing,
been.
but like arcade stuff.
Oh, am I dead? No, I'm not dead. God. I've been thinking about playing Zen, honestly. I'm a little worn out of Honkai just because I'm playing another turn based RPG at the exact same time. And I'm more interested in that right now.
Oh,
Dude,
wait,
Zenless is
wait.
cooking right now, but we're getting like free units. We're getting like cool characters that we didn't think were gonna be playable. They're giving out free like A ranks and shit. We got a free S rank with Haramasa, and all
Wait.
these activities.
Wait, Q, you should just be at least logged in though, because they have this event. It's already started, but you might have time to join the rest of the week.
You got 40
Do you have a
days.
chance? No, no, it's like a week thing where for the week they're doing like a drawing, and you can. It's just free. You just select if you want to get a hundred of, or you get a $500,000 entry. So you can be selected to win a $500,000 gems. 500,000 in gems, I mean.
Dude, I have like
Oh, I'm not doing that. I
I
don't really care about
I
events. I didn't miss so many already. So
dude, I have like over 140 summons ready to go because I'm still waiting on the idols faction, and I'm gonna be honest, I might not summon. I haven't been summoning new characters for a while because I'm waiting on like a specific unit.
Mm.
Saving, I'm investing.
I died.
How'd you die? I'm walking around with Lucy right now.
The intro boss killed me.
You got a little thing now you can walk around with the characters.
I don't know how people think of these fictional worlds they translate into gaming, but I would hate to live in them.
You said, how do they translate to gaming?
I'm saying these people come up with like these fictional worlds, and then they make them into video games. But I was saying I would hate to live in them, especially like the FromSoft games.
Mm,
Like living through the events of any of the Dark Souls games or Elden Ring or Bloodborne or like those are terrible.
would be actually crazy.
I don't know how effective Bloodborne would be, right? Because canonically, the entirety of Bloodborne takes place in one night, and it's one night that it seems a lot of people just kind of know, like, oh, you stay indoors during this night because it gets pretty bad out there.
Mm,
But still, jump down the hole ahead. You will find the cave of knowledge. There, you can learn about the game controls, basic actions. Yeah, see, I've tried to go down this hole before. I'm pretty sure it just killed me.
okay.
Or not. Resting at a site of grace will restore your HP, FP, and cleanse any status. Also refill your flask. However, most of the enemies defeated will be revived. You can find sites of grace where light converges. These explanations are required in the form of info items. Got it. I'm gonna touch some grace. Never mind, I'm just gonna emote.
Touch grass.
No, I'm gonna touch grace. Lost grace discovered. Rest at the site of grace. Okay.
I thought you said Greece for a second. Like you was gonna go touch Greece.
Mm,
I'm gonna go touch hot grease.
Yeah. Shit, sounds like Raising Cane's all over again.
You still work there?
No. Work for Urban Air.
Oh, right. The airport.
Trampoline park. I work at.
Oh, you don't work at the airport anymore?
No, I left that. It was getting really toxic.
Oh, that sucks.
It wasn't fun working there anymore. It used to be fun, and even if it wasn't fun, it was still productive. And they were just counterproductive against each other, and it was dumb.
Does Khalil still work there?
Nah, he left it. He's right now. He's doing like some shuttle work. He drives a shuttle.
That was it was crazy. Okay, I look at my Post Malone cup I have about that day when you guys came out to help me. And I was like, damn, I haven't seen Emmanuel since. I haven't seen Khalil since either. Now I think about it.
I got busy and I ended up having a girlfriend for a bit.
Oh yeah? Well, it sounds like that didn't work out, but
Yeah.
I'm happy that it happened at least, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta get experience,
We get on
man.
good terms.
Oh, that's good.
You get that good experience.
Oh no.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, I'm over here
Pause.
not helping my team.
Mm.
I parried.
This is how this algorithm be stalking. I get an ad. Cool facts about standard poodles, bruh.
You get a what?
Never, no, don't worry.
She, whatever search engine she's been using sold her information. Or not sold her information, but
TikTok.
cross-referenced her information with TikTok, and now she's getting ads
Ah, shit.
about dogs.
Damn. You got tracked. Crazy.
They already
Well, they're
did
already
too.
tracked. I'm not even surprised anymore. I'm sure they know that my Instagram is, or the person who used my Instagram and the person who used my PlayStation account and the person who uses my credit card is all the same person. So
Mm. Did you
I
hear
can't
that,
even.
boys?
Oh, you know what? I found a future gift for us One Piece fans.
I was just having a conversation with my uncle,
Flight to
and he was
Universal
like, "Oh, who would
Studios.
win between?" He was like, "Who would win between Krillin, Luffy, and Naruto?" And I was like, "Well, what, when are we talking?" He was like, "Their strongest forms." And I was like, "Luffy, no contest." And
Mm.
he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Bro, I shit you not. You
So
know,
who put
I was."
Krillin and not Goku?
Goku.
Well, I guess that was the question.
I mean, the Luffy would still floor Goku. Not floor him,
Yeah,
but it's just like his strongest right now is just kind of wild. It's too unpredictable.
Yeah, I think people underestimate Luffy because even if they hear Gear 5 and they're thinking like Toon Force, they don't really
Oh,
know
it's
the full
Gear
context.
5.
So
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
okay, like you have to understand. I can understand it because even if Luffy has Toon Force, at least for what it seems like, at least from if you just look at Wano, right? Let's forget future stuff, but like just Wano, it doesn't look as consistent as like other power sources. Well, actually, all Luffy stuff is technically kind of inconsistent because it all relies on Force, honestly. Like,
I
literally, Gear
mean,
2 is like burning his life every second.
I'm gonna be honest. Luffy's growth is like extremely consistent. Like, if you don't think his growth is consistent, that's your fault because like people be the
No, that's
main
not what I'm
one.
thinking.
No. I mean, I'm just saying for myself. Like, people who complain about the show lasting too long, and then saying that Luffy's growth doesn't make sense is just like it doesn't make any sense because it's like how other growth could you have? Like you have 1,000 episodes of growth.
Yeah. Honestly, this is my thing, right? Like realistically, just okay. Let's do the same thing. You were talking about Q, right? Luffy, Naruto, and Krillin, right? Skip Luffy and skip Krillin, right? Naruto. What makes you think between those three that you're gonna Naruto in that conversation?
I told him I was like, Naruto is only strong in his universe.
No, and then he said the most recent forms, right?
He said their strongest forms.
Oh, okay, so with Kurama then, because I was about to say if it's he lost Kurama, so technically he got weaker.
But then that's not his strongest. Then the strongest would be
Yeah,
Kurama,
it would be with Kurama.
and then he
Actually,
has like
I think War.
because his village. I don't even know about that because he be having like a
I don't think
million.
it's war. I think it's
He be having a million clones
No,
around the
why would
village constantly on Boruto.
the sage a six paths at the war?
No,
But he
I'm
still has access to the Sage of Six Path stuff in Boruto.
yeah,
He does.
yeah, in
Yeah,
Boruto he has everything. Like he's just
he
like
he doesn't use the Sage of Six Path shit, but I'm pretty sure he still has access to it. On top of the tail beast chakra, remember he still has all of those.
Mm,
Okay. I'm about to say, cause I for sure during the war he had.
yeah, no,
But
he has everything. Like in Boruto, he before he lost Kurama, the thing was he had his clones literally stationed all over the village like 24/7 nonstop. And then on top of that, he would basically like send a clone home to like, tend to his wife and kid for whatever fucking reason, which I'm just like, well, I don't know why. Well, I'm not going to get into that, but basically he it kind of seemed like he just has unlimited chakra.
Damn near, yeah.
So,
But like I was telling him, I was like, that's not the undersell of Naruto. We're talking about Krillin, who deals with people who can blow up planets regularly, like with no effort, and then Luffy, who defies all sorts of physics. Like you can't apply
and logic.
logic. Yeah, you can't
Luffy
apply logic to Luffy.
Luffy would
So I was
bounce
like, Naruto's not in this question or in this conversation at all.
Luffy would bounce like Frieza's shit back. He would be like,
I literally told him about the thing he did with Kaido. I
"Mhm."
literally told, bro, I was like, Luffy was fighting Kaido and he bounced essentially what would be the equivalent of a key blast back at Kaido.
Yeah,
So if
he
you think you can't do
did.
that shit to
Yo,
Krillin
yo, yo. The thing about it, not even with his body. He did it with the ground.
with the ground, I
like
told him that. I said, yo, he fucking lifted the ground that they were standing on and bounced that shit back. I was like, yo, if Krillin even think about throwing a Destructo disc, Luffy's going to turn that shit into a pizza and eat it.
he's technically done that with Kizaru and did
Turning two people into pizzas is crazy.
did wait Q? Did you know that already though?
Yeah, we talked about this. I
Okay.
forgot about that, but yeah, we talked about how he turned Kizaru into a pizza. Yes,
Yeah.
we did talk about that.
So now
I
remember
forgot, but thanks for
remember.
reminding me. Great.
Well, no, it's fine because it's not even just Kizaru. We're talking about one of Saturn as well. One of the Gorosei, by the way. So you're talking about basically one of the strongest guys in the verse. One of them, not the strongest, but the fucking biggest fucking powerhouse they could possibly deal with in the world government, turning him to a pizza and threw him. It's like,
Honestly,
bro, what?
you would actually have a better if you want, instead of just take Luffy out of the equation and then instead put Shanks. You'd have a better argument there. Even though it would still be bad, at least Shanks is human.
Let me see. But Shanks
Krillin's
has
human.
future sight though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Luffy is beyond at this rate.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So,
And then after that, we started talking about like how people sleep on Krillin, blah blah blah.
Nah, people do be
Yeah, I
sleeping
went into,
on
like-
Krillin. Like hell,
I
like
went into my rant about how people will be like, "Oh, I could beat Yamcha." Oh, I could. No, you couldn't, bro.
bro, Yamcha.
Yamcha is weak compared to the Z fighters, but he's still a like really strong martial artist. And they were like, "Oh, I could fight Hercule." No, you couldn't, bro. Hercule is a gag character because he's like infinitesimally weak compared to everybody else in the cast. But Hercule is still a world-renowned martial artist.
in his own
Like
right.
he was the actual champion. He's just not near. He's not strong. He's not nearly as strong as anybody else. And of course, he's a liar because he took the credit for beating Cell.
And then he took it back. By the way, he took it back.
Did he? I know he paid them. I didn't. I
my
don't think
bad.
he publicly said that he didn't do that.
My bad. You're right. No, he didn't. He gave the money to Goku and everything, which I was like, okay, at least he did that. I was like, you know what? I kind of respect him for that.
And then I went into another rant about how people always talk about how there's no story and no blah 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 for Dragon Ball. I kind of because there was. I feel like with Akira Toriyama, I don't know. Maybe the series might actually take a actual positive, right? Not to say like, oh, Akira Toriyama, blah blah blah. Like recipes Akira Toriyama. Like I do not mean to use his name in vain, at all, right? What I'm saying is,
wait, have you seen the Moro arc?
I know about it.
The Moro arc is actually kind of goated. Well, people are actually mad about it because they feel like it's what's it called? Like a rip on Cell or something like that. And
I
something
can.
about him turning into the Earth doesn't make any sense because Goku can just blow up the Earth or something, or like they can canonically destroy the Earth with like one hand. So him turning into the ground doesn't make any sense at all. It's like you basically just made yourself like the easiest target in the universe. Like
Is
I
that what
don't know.
happened? I know, like the one uh Galactic Patrol, Galactic Patrolman sacrificed himself to beat Moro, and it turned out he was an angel. And all.
Yeah, so basically what ended up happening, it's kind of hard because it's like I'm trying to remember. He was like, "Oh, like here's my trump card," and then he turned into the earth and was like the ground or some shit. And then like when he was fighting Goku or something like that, Goku was like, "Oh, I have Susanoo now," and so Goku has his own Susanoo, and they were fighting, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then at the end of that fight, obviously Black Frieza comes up, and like and that was wild. That was a goated scene. That was awesome.
I got MVP.
It's so sad that the English voice actor died because I would have loved, my god, dude, I would have loved to have like Black Frieza dialogue in real time. That'd been crazy.
I still think Gohan would have made a better protagonist. I know one of the biggest things where people were like, "Oh, how would he write Gohan, a pacifist, into being the protagonist?"
Mm,
I feel like one of the biggest things you could have done was have him understand that his strength doesn't have to be a weapon, but rather a tool. Like that's one of the biggest things anyway. Like Gohan's mindset is that he is cursed with like this power, and he hates this violence. He hates fighting, right? And a lot of that could be attributed to trauma, like a lot of people have already. But when you have a traumatized character,
I'm back.
the best way
Nice.
to give them development would be to have them challenge that trauma. No,
oh yeah, Vegeta challenged his trauma with the Namekians.
Are y'all playing Marvel Rivals?
No.
I'm about to get up right now. I'm
No.
about to.
Nah, Vegeta went to Namek or New Namek or some shit and was like, "Damn, I feel bad now."
Oh, you're talking about Super?
Yep.
Yep.
and so that's what I'm saying. So Gohan could face his trauma regarding combat, right? And again, have that whole realization that his strength, his latent potential, is not a curse and it's not a weapon. It is a blessing and a tool that he only needs to use to defend the people that he loves, right? I know that was kind of the point of Superhero, the movie,
Yeah, he
but
did
my
that in
point being
Super
is,
Time.
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he did it in Superhero where he was like, "I have to save my daughter," because Piccolo tricked him, and that I'm not glad that shit was funny.
And see, and that's my point though is there
Gohan's
wasn't.
back.
They could have made Gohan a protagonist, right, and had him keep up his training, and maybe whatever training he's doing just isn't cutting it, or maybe he's half-assing it even. But to say that he's not keeping up with his training at all when it's been established again and again and again that he is the strongest character in the canon, or rather has the potential to be the strongest character in the canon, like uh, Mystic Gohan, Awakened Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, whatever you want to call it, was the strongest thing we had seen for a long time.
Wait,
Effortlessly powerful.
wait, but he did keep up with his training in it because of when Piccolo had the guy with the gun, um something like that. I don't know. Piccolo like surprised him and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna use Piccolo's move. See, I have been training."
Yeah, he was
Something
like
like
he had
that.
practiced the special beam cannon in secret.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, physically, right? Because remember, he still couldn't go Super Saiyan just off rip. Like he had to work up to that,
But he
and
had
especially during the
but
Frieza saga.
but he got beast mode. But he went beast mode.
where he got angry and was like, "Oh, my friends are dying again."
Yeah, to like Cell or something.
Yeah,
Which
like Cell whooped
So
Piccolo's ass.
Cell Max.
dude, I'm not gonna lie. Superhero is basically just Piccolo, like acting or playing a prank on Gohan.
Mm.
If you think about it,
Yeah, he was just like,
you've seen the movie, right, Richard?
yeah, I saw it. That movie was pretty good actually. That was like the closest to
I
regular
love that
Dragon
movie.
Ball we've had in a while.
That and Daima, I definitely agree with those.
I have not gotten to watching Daima yet.
Dude, Daima's good. I'm loving it.
Daima.
Um,
Daima's pretty decent. I think.
Yeah.
Wait. Actually, it has like some stuff to it. I forget what it was. No, the fucking new Majin Boos that they have. They're just playing at this point. Not gonna lie.
are y'all a fan of the game series called Dragon Quest?
Not I.
So, okay, so at least you'll understand. The artist is the Dragon Ball artist who draws all the characters. But Dragon Ball Daima reminds me of Dragon Quest in a way.
Mm, because it's just
It's
a
like-
story. That's all.
Yeah, that, and they're going to the demon realm to like defeat the demon, and that's like the Dragon Quest story, kind of.
Yeah, we've been doing a whole bunch of Demon Realm stuff lately because we got Sandland and we got some other stuff too.
Oh, that's true.
Didn't they retcon in Daima that Piccolo actually, or the Namekians actually are demons?
Yes,
I think it's been.
they're descendant of demons, and
So are
Yeah, because originally he was a demon, and then they changed him to an alien called the Namekians. But I don't think Namekians were ever established to be of the demon race prior.
I'm not sure about. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but what's it called? Basically, they were just kind of like, yeah, anybody with pointy ears has demon descendants, and it was just like, okay. I was like, everybody at this table's a demon now. By the way, I was like, what the fuck?
And wait, so doesn't it mean the Kais are demon
Yes,
Yep, the
descendants then?
the Kaiser demons,
Okay.
which is crazy to think about. That, you know, who, I guess you have a demon looking over Earth or overlooking Earth.
And the galaxy.
Yep.
And they also said Majin Buu a faulty product.
Yes, they basically said that. It was like, oh, by the way, this Majin Buu was just a fluke. And I was like, he was like, oh, we couldn't contain him because he was just rampaging for some reason. And so that's why, you know, they just went with Babidi and fucking did that stupid shit. And anyways, they were like, oh, well, now we got Majin Ku and we got Majin Du or whatever the fuck their names are.
Damn.
And there's
Dooku Woo.
Yep.
Boo Boo.
Yep, that's literally what they did. And they're apparently stronger than Boo or better, which I don't believe that for a fucking second.
Does Boo make an appearance in Daima at all?
The only appearance he makes is in the flashbacks.
Oh joy.
In the little videos that they were watching of, oh my goodness, the Z Fighters, what are they doing? They could defeat Majin Buu? Oh my goodness, we're fucked. And then they were just like scared, like the king of the demon realm is scared of these guys, and he's like, we got to turn them into babies so they can't kill us.
Yeah, I was about to say, so is Daima like reminiscent of GT?
I mean, I don't.
Because that was pretty much the whole plot of GT, right? They turned Goku into a kid again because they figured they had a better chance of beating him as a child.
Oh, the
but
reason
inadvertently end up dooming the planet.
The reason they turned him into a kid was because they want. Okay, so what happened was, they wanted some type of power that I forgot what it was, like the special power of the demon realm. And they were like, well, we want to use the Dragon Balls, but we can't because we can't fight well. So they eventually heard that Earth had Dragon Balls, so it's like, okay, let's go check out them. So they checked out that, and they have their own Namekian who summoned the. He basically overrid the rules of the Earth's Dragon Balls because he's like the ultimate master Namekian, and he was like, okay, let's just summon Shenron right now. They summon him, and they're like, oh shit, we can't use dark magic stuff, dark magic wishes. We can only use light magic, so we can like turn them into children but not kill them. So that was really their best bet. They just couldn't kill them with the Dragon Ball because they were. I don't know. The only reason they thought they were a threat to the demon realm was because they defeated Boo, and I guess they were just like, "Man, that sure would be bad if they came to the demon realm." Because they were just watching reruns of like fucking Z. Or
Yeah, I saw that. I did watch like the first episode, and only that.
Yeah, so it's just whatever. They basically set themselves up for failure, and then they have the characters and the um this fucking the guy's sister is like, oh, I'm a scientist. I want to make a new Majin Buu that's not a fluke, and then they just have two like they basically combine Cybermen with like Boo or something, and then she has to like spit in it, and it's just like wild. I'm not gonna lie. Like she literally has to spit in the fucking like hole or something to give it essence.
Only I would put up with such carelessness from the one.
I don't know, man. There's just a lot. And the fat version of the new Boo, he's like, he acts silly, and the first thing he did was like scream, and it was like, oh shit, I want chocolate. And then the skinny one off the Cybermen was like, I'll go get you chocolate. So he runs to the store and comes back with some fucking chocolate, and he's like, okay, I'll fight now, and he starts bodying everything. Oh, apparently the skinny one is extremely smart too. He's a brainiac. Every time you defeat one of the Tamagotchis to get the Dragon Ball, you have to answer like a fucking question. Like they had some type of oh, this shit was funny. So Vegeta had to answer a question about some fucking story with like a badger or a fucking snake or something, and it was like, oh, like how many did the snake eat or some shit, and he was like, um, oh, they don't, um, they can't eat that, so he has 0, and then Vegeta got it right.
Yeah, I got a comment here. Who's here right now? Is it just me, you, and Elise?
I'm not sure. Let me check. Cause me, you, Alicia, and Sakai is muted.
Yeah, Sakai said he was stepping away. Elise, are you here? Okay, I'm gonna assume no. This says a talented manga author, but they are afraid to let their characters genuinely have anything terrible happen to them. Who does that remind you of?
Wait, manga people who don't want anything to happen to their characters?
Yeah, so like they're good. They're good at writing, but they are like terrified to let anything bad happen to their character.
Oda?
Or like anything actually bad.
Oda?
Oda?
Yeah. Dude, you realize, like, I don't know if you know this. Well, I mean, I can tell you. It's whatever. Basically, Kuma's sacrifice, people were being mad because Kuma, sacrificed himself for his daughter and all that stuff. And they were just kind of like, okay, we went to Elbath, and then all of a sudden, here's Vegapunk. It's like, oh, by the way, we'll be able to fix Kuma. And it's like, okay. So all that fucking emotional turmoil that Kuma went through is just, well, because Kuma technically was supposed to be dead. And now they're saying like, oh, we could just bring him back because Bonnie wants him back, which is cute. But I think people were mad because Oda likes to take people on this super emotional journey of the character doing all these little sacrifices and all these hardships and all this other stuff. And instead of like finalizing it, he just kind of redirects it back to being like, oh, he can come back. And if Kuma's supposed to be dead at this point, then what about Ace? And that's like the argument people had. It's like, well, Ace had a hole in his chest, but Kuma literally fucking died. So it's like, so you're trying to tell me like we couldn't save Ace? Like it's not like anything else was happening. I don't know. Like imagine if they took us through the emotional turmoil of Ace and then Luffy crying and all that shit happened, and then it was like, oh, well, Ace is now in the hospital. He's coming back. It's like,
Yippee! No, I'm joking.
like I guess.
No, I get where you're coming from. Well, didn't Oda try and bring Ace back recently?
Did he?
He
No,
did so.
there's no
Oh.
way if he's bringing Ace back, that would be people be so fuck because that's a whole thing. Like that is a thing that you like don't joke about Ace's death, or like people will
Right.
make donut jokes or something. Like
Mhm.
his death is so significant to the story that if Oda actually decided to bring Ace back, that like on top of the fact that Sabo already has his fruit, that would actually be disrespectful to Ace, technically.
Right.
And then Luffy went through the whole process of actually moving on when they went into like Wano and everything. So,
Mhm.
so yeah, I mean, that's like an emotional journey. Why would you bring a character back after all that?
I was personally thinking of Masashi Kishimoto.
I agree with you.
Um, because Masashi Kishimoto is the author of Naruto and I think subsequently Boruto, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's had it to where people die and they come back, right? And I'm not talking about the like the reanimation jutsu. That's cool or whatever. You know, like oh, past enemies are back for one more round and get to see how Naruto grown. You know, he impacted their lives somehow or something.
Mm.
But specifically, what I'm referring to, I would never get over this. Is when Pain killed most of the Hidden Leaf Village and undid all of it.
Oh yeah, that was well, this is the thing about it then. So for me being like not a week to week or at the time not experiencing Naruto with everybody else, the difference between my experience and you guys is like I didn't experience it when you guys were at the same time. So I didn't get any of like those opinions and I think that affects my One Piece thing too. Like I'm experiencing reading One Piece alongside other people and then I'm watching their opinions and reactions. So that's forming my opinion for One Piece. But if I just watched it in general, I would just enjoy the story. But the agenda shit makes it more fun to read and watch. So if I was there at the time, I'd be like, why the fuck did Pain just put all that shit back? But my first time looking at the Pain shit, I actually rewatched it a couple times to really understand like what the fuck is Pain and all this other things. And I didn't feel that way when Pain put all the shit back. I was like, oh shit, like what a nice
It's
ending.
not the fact that he couldn't feel that way. Like, don't get me wrong. Pain's character is that, and now this is another thing that I kind of have to riff on Kishimoto about, right? Which is the insane amount of Naruto parallels each villain has. But the bottom line is a lot of villains in Naruto are just hurt, traumatized people, right? Pain being one of them. Pain probably being one of the biggest, right? Because
Mm,
he was born into and raised in a world that was torn apart by war, and only through Jiraiya's grace was he saved from the fate that I'm sure a lot of his friends and family had already suffered. Right? He grew up with his foster siblings, Conan and what was it, Nagito or Yahiko? Yahiko, sorry. And Yahiko died when they originally formed the original Akatsuki, which was a peacekeeping group or some shit like that.
Interesting.
So Yahiko died, right? And that's the main Pain Path puppet that you see, the one that we all kind of think of when we think of Pain. That's Yahiko's body turned into a puppet, right? Along with a few other not nameless, but a few other ninja that you do see in the series sometimes, who also seem to have died and been turned into a pain puppet or a path of pain, right?
Oh, here, real
All of
quick,
that shit's cool.
Before you keep going, I'm about to end the stream.
Okay.
All right. See y'all later. Goodbye.